in the beginning is any time of causation. It's like planting a seed. In the beginning of your day, where's your consciousness? In the beginning of a new relationship, what are you wanting? In the beginning of a new job, what are you anticipating? The worst or the best? We're always at the beginning of something, aren't we? And are you willing in this beginning of a new year to be open to a possibility and coming from a more conscious, mindful place? Are you willing?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Maybe. I open to the flow of life.
I open to the flow of life.
I'm ready and available.
I'm ready and available.
I just had to turn myself on. Because creation is ongoing, and the world begins anew each day. So in the Science of Mind textbook, which we'll be looking at in January, the very beginning, on page 27, those of you good students, Ernest Holmes, our founder, said, "Let us approach the science of mind, the science of spiritual psychology, with awe, but not with fear, with truly a humble thought, but not with a sense that we are unworthy. Let us approach it normally, happily, willing to accept, glad to experiment, hoping and believing that as a result of our efforts, we shall each derive a great good, a sound understanding of the natural laws of life, as they apply to us individually and our relationship to the whole universal scheme of things. Remember I said earlier, be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind." This is the simple meaning of true metaphysical teaching, the study of life, with a capital L, and the nature of the law, capital L, governed and directed by thought, always conscious that we live in a spiritual universe and that God, the divine, the creator, the spirit, is in, through, around, and for us. For us. We've often said here, God is for you, nothing is against you. So every day, this past year, no matter the circumstances, we all had the opportunity to choose, didn't we? How we're going to be. To come from a place of center, to feel blessed, to be a blessing for others, to forgive. How'd you do? Good. Yeah. It's good to reflect on that, not beat yourself up. Is there room for improvement? Yes, of course. I even need that. Daily, I go to my own inner spiritual practices and review and clean up any messes that I've made. Ernest Holmes said, "The spark which burns at the center of our own soul is caught from the living and eternal flame of the Spirit." So, I think if we were able to recognize and nurture and express that divine spark that I talked about in a few weeks, of wholeness that does live within each of us, then we can kindle this flame by living from our own divine center and being willing to see it and recognize it in others, even though that can be hard, working for it in our community and in our world, and then looking to the wise ones to inspire us and guide us into a better way. What if this coming year, we can have some fun with our usual resolutions, and we can even go deeper in our faith of something greater coming. Are you in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Say, I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm really in.
I'm really in.
Give a high five to your neighbor. Life is for us. What if everything is okay? What if everything is okay? That's what this book is about, that I'm going to be teaching next week. This is study. And if you can't do the study with me, I highly recommend buy the book and do it yourself, because she has the processes in it. This is called What's in the Way is the Way. And when I read the, what do you call it, people that really like the book,
Reviews.
the reviews. Oh my gosh, the names, Neil Donald Walsh,
Wow.
Bernie Siegel, Joseph Goldstein, you might not know all these people, but Marcy Schumoff, Richard Moss. Anyway, great book. So the first chapter, I'm just going to share a little bit, is it's all okay. It's truly okay. She says, what would it be like if you knew that everything was always okay? That doesn't mean there wouldn't be challenges. It just means that you wouldn't turn them into problems. Oh, wow. So then you would be able to respond from a clear place. What would it be like to live from this open, relaxed, engaged, and spacious place? Isn't this what we all deeply long for? To no longer struggle with life and instead be available to the experience of life as it is right here, right now. This is possible. In fact, everything in your life is a part of the journey into recognizing and living from a place that is beyond struggle. She talks about struggle as the clouds that obscure our good. The more you can learn how to use your mind rather than it having used you, does that sound familiar? You will discover that okayness is your natural state and that it is always with you no matter what happens in your life. Take a breath. You just don't see it because you're always trying to find it, and you can't find it for you've never lost it. It's like that spark within you. It's never lost. Even with the fog. You could be angry, deeply despairing, or even very afraid, and your natural field of well-being is also there at the same moment you're caught in the struggle. Wow. Isn't that hopeful?
Yeah.
That even when things are shitty, there's something good also with you. Call it what you want, your inner being, your divine self, your okayness. You can learn how to recognize and live from the place beyond struggle, no matter what is happening in your life. And I know some of you are going through some tough things right now. And it's okay. It's okay. And then her image of the meadow is what a lot of the book is about, those of you that have started reading. The meadow represents the experience of okayness that is at the heart of life. The meadow of your natural okayness is always with you, you just don't recognize it. The core truth being offered in this book, and she will say this over and over, because our clouds of struggle can seem so thick, is that you are always in the meadow, even when the clouds are there. Beautiful. So I hope to see you next week in this study. Right now, this is life, and it's okay.
Right now, this is life, and it's okay.
Take a breath. So in a moment, we're going to do a burning bowl ceremony. And the purpose of any ceremony is to open us to something different, to shift our consciousness. And the burning bowl specifically is about making space for a new beginning and releasing an unwanted pattern, belief that might be impeding us to realize our true self and to be in the middle. And fire is a powerful force that can consume and destroy, as we know, here in fire country. But it can also, fire can be used to create, inspire, and cleanse. So this ritual is about freeing ourselves from the past and allowing space for what we want to call in. Many shamanic traditions do this. Many different faith traditions do this. So we're unloading the weight or the burden of something we're holding, bless you, and we're being born again. Well, hallelujah, we're going to be born again today. Not down at the big church down there. And then we learn to stand in faith for what's next. This is where we truly let go and let God. We just kind of let it go. So in a moment, we're going to be getting a piece of flash paper. Does everybody have a marker? We need a marker and not a pen for this. Eric has markers, so he can pass them around.
Do you want me to start these?
Yeah, go ahead. And don't handle the paper too much. Just put it under, or just put it on your lap for now, because it is a flash paper, so you don't want a lot of sticky on it from your hands. And actually, you can take two. We have enough to take two. You might as well get rid of it all. And let it all go.
Madam,
Yeah.
my paper is under that chair. I was wondering if you, the chair you're standing over, wondering if you could grab it for me.
A pen. There's a pen,
Well,
but no paper.
Oh, no, this is you. I already.
This paper?
well, yeah, the store.
Oh, you got it. I think that.
Yeah, but we're doing flash paper.
Right. You need a marker as opposed to.
Take the pencil. Did you want another one?
So we're going to start with a meditation. So just set your paper to the side, or on your lap or on the floor.
Grab it. Two.
And take a couple of them. Make sure you have a couple. And we'll put them up here if you want to get more. If you have more things to let go of. And those of you at home, just grab some paper, index cards, or just something that you can write on, and then you'll be able to tear it up, put it in the wastebasket, or if you have a fireplace, you just throw it in the fire or bury it. It's symbolically letting go, though. You don't hold on to it. So I invite you to place your feet on the floor. We're going to do a meditation of release. We're going to be looking at 3 areas of our being and writing 3 different releases from the mental body, the emotional body, and your physical body. And I'll guide you in this process. And if you're new to visualizing or meditating, just simply breathe, be mindful of what shows up. Use your imagination. And don't judge whether you're doing it right or wrong. It's absolutely perfect. The main thing is to simply be present. And gently, as your eyes are closed, drop away from your busy mind and into your feeling heart. Just let go of whatever it took you to get here today. The rain, the storm. And be present now. We'll be using what's called wave breathing to help us go further into a quiet state. So move your attention to your heart center. Imagine it at the center of your chest. And begin breathing through your heart as if you were an ocean wave. As you were being lifted up on your in-breath, cresting, pausing, and then exhaling down through the body, feeling the breath as it moves. Wave breathing in, and wave breathing out. mental body. And with the wave breath, gently release any overthinking, worries, doubts, judgments, limiting thoughts that you no longer need. Give yourself permission to bring them to your mind and consciously release them through this wave breath. Cleaning the mental debris. Just imagine it being cleansed through your breath. Releasing any turbulence in your mental body. And even if you don't know what it is, you can just say, I release this mental congestion. And you're going to be writing 3 different bodies, so keep space on your paper. Take one of your papers and just write some words that you're releasing from your mental body. Limiting thoughts, overthinking, doubt, worry, whatever it is, just write it on the paper. From the mental body. Having to figure it out. And then take a breath. And now gently bring your awareness to your emotional body. And through the wave breath, gently release any fear, sadness, grief, anger, guilt, despair. Any emotion that feels like it's blocking you. Give yourself permission to simply bless it and allow it to move on. Using your wave breath on your exhale to release any holding in your emotional body. And you can write it on your paper as well when you're ready. to this side and take your paper and you press it and you let it go. And trust that it's released. Put it on the plate.
Gotta let it go. Okay.
Keep your hands over your heart and take a breath. Again, turn within. Woo! Yeah, let it go. Feel the lightness. Feel the possibility of something new. And remembering that we don't have to know how to make something happen, but we have to make it welcome. You can relax your hands. We're going to do the wave breath now to invite 4 divine sacred qualities in to fill that emptiness. So you should have a star and your pen still. If you don't have a star, raise your hand. So close your eyes again, drop it in. And feel that wave breath again. As you inhale, it crests at the top. And bring into your mind now the feeling of love. Ah, the love bug. And as you exhale, let that love move out through your entire being. Love. Inhale the wave of love. Choose your imagination. What does that feel like? Exhale love throughout your body. And maybe out into the ethers. Continue the wave breath and bring into your mind and body the feeling of joy. Breathing in joy as if you were being lifted up on the ocean wave, cresting, pausing. With your out breath, expand that feeling of joy. Use your imagination. Call in joy. Now bring in the feeling of peace on that wave. Rise up into your heart. Let it expand the idea of peace and flowing down through all the bodies, the physical body, mental body, emotional body. Peace. Peace that passes understanding. Call in peace now. Peace be with you. And finally, breathe in the feeling of gratitude. Up into the heart, expanding even more that feeling of gratitude, gratitude for this thing called life. This thing called your life. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. And now wave breath all in. Love, joy, peace, gratitude. Exhale, love, joy, peace, gratitude. Let's move it into every cell, fiber, muscle, tissue, bone, organ, action, gland of your being. Every function, the mental body, physical body, emotional body, spiritual body. Love, joy, peace, gratitude. Plant that seed now. This is healing and balancing all aspects of you right now. Feel that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Even for a moment. So I'd like you to think of a quality, a divine quality that you want to bring into this new year coming up in a few days. A way of being. What's a word that you want to bring in? Wisdom, balance, harmony, joy, love, patience. Whatever that word is, what's your word? What's going to bubble up for you? And when you have that word, write it in big letters on the front of your star. What's your word for this year? And we're going to do a little bit more of this in my workshop. You'll get even clearer. What's your word for the year? Go ahead and write it. Hope, peace, whatever it is. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. So this word is your guiding star for 2025. When you forget, it will help to remind you of where your power is. So if you have your word, stand up, please. Take a breath. And we're going to go around individually and affirm and claim this, and we all say it, so it is. I enter this new year with, and you hold your little shining star up, and you say the word.
I enter this new year with joy.
And so it is.
And so it is.
I enter this new year with compassion.
And
So
so
it
it
is.
is.
I enter this new year with peace and hope.
Oh, and so
And
it
so it
is.
is. I enter this new year with hope and hope. And so it is.
I open this year with peace and prosperity.
And so it
And
is.
so it is.
I open this new year with love.
And so it
So it
is.
is.
I open this new year with the word.
And
And
so
so
it
it
is.
is.
I open this new year with uniqueness.
And
So it is.
What's Floyd's word?
Floyd opens this year with the love of living.
Yay.
So
And
it
so it
is.
is.
So it is.
Rex?
I open this year with connection.
And so
And
it
so
is.
it is.
Connected.
Sorry.
I enter this year with what?
Enter this world with faith.
And so
So
it
it
is.
So it is.
I enter this year with fearlessness.
Oh,
So it is.
I enter this new year with outreach.
So it
so
is.
it is.
I enter this world with abundance and joy.
And
And
so
so
it
it
is.
is. Yourself a hand.